fortunate tonight to have the CEO of PlatinumBoy Music, Bad Boy Hitman record producer, Trey Songz tour drummer. This man has worked with everybody from 50 Cent, Young M.A., Fabulous, J-Lo, everybody, over 90 artists. So I'm excited to have him here right now. He's a very humble spirit. Oh man, he's so humble because sometimes people get to a certain place in life where they feel like they don't have to look back to the people that's up and coming. So when you reach out to somebody and they're receptive to you and they're warm to you, you appreciate that. And I'm so grateful to have him here with us tonight. So if we could please stand and give Mr. Amadeus a round of applause as he comes up to talk to us. Rick, I know you have to leave soon. You have to go, you're a very busy man. Would it be okay, I will make sure that you guys, even though if I have you up here with Amadeus, I'll make sure you get a great interview still, but just to save on some time, can I get you to come up here with us as well? Give it up for Freeway, y'all. When it comes to the music industry and the drug world, it's different worlds, but it's still so many similarities. So it only makes sense to have both of you up here together anyway. And I'm just so excited because I feel, first of all, I feel very comfortable. You know, very, very comfortable, and that's a great thing. And I feel like we're gonna get a great conversation going. I was watching interviews and I just was like, wow, there's so much information out there about you guys. But I just want to get started and just basically ask you, starting with you, Amadeus, about early life. You know, are you like the only child? Do you have siblings? I want to know where did you develop this love for music?
What's up, y'all? What's up, y'all? What's up, y'all? What's up, y'all? I'm just making sure the energy is right. There's so many places you can be tonight, but you're here. So if you're gonna be here, you might as well get the energy you need to give.
That's right.
You feel me? So first off, shout out to Chrissy. Yeah, I like the applause. It's cool. Keep it going. Keep it going. Keep it going. It's like church. I ain't gonna ask for no offerings or nothing. You're cool. But I'm happy to be here. Like she mentioned, just as a musician and as a producer, I grew up in the Bronx, 169th Washington Avenue to be exact, where I got time to go to the corner store to get mama something. I went to Catholic school all my life, so I got teased and laughed at each and every single day because I looked different from everybody else. I didn't have no J's on, I ain't had no Timbs on, I had no Allen Iversons on, I had shoes, I had tight slacks, I had a shirt, and I had a dress shirt and a tie. So I looked different, you know, my life, and not to say that it was so bad or so challenging, these are the things that I had to deal with. And you know, I went to school one day and we were to choose a musical instrument. And I was always a music lover. My parents played the Bee Gees and Marvin Gaye and Africa Bambaataa, so every Saturday was cleanup day for us. We couldn't go nowhere until the house was clean. Now the young kings and queens don't know shit about that. They'd be outside shooting hoops, going outside, getting fresh, house looking crazy. The way I brought up, the house had to look spectacular before you looked spectacular. You understand? So growing up, like I said, Saturdays was music days, so I heard everything. R&B, hip hop, gospel, and we went to this, you know, Catholic school. I was absent on the day that we were supposed to choose our instrument, and I was pissed because my parents never let me stay home ever. But all of a sudden, God spoke to my mother and father and said, well, go ahead and keep them home on tonight. And with that being said, when I went and said I wanted to learn how to play the trumpet or the saxophone, no slots were taken. Only thing left was two instruments, the violin and the drums. Now I'm gonna rewind. From 169th Street, Washington Avenue, they call it the 9 in the Bronx. Here's what I'm not gonna do to add fuel to the fire. I'm not gonna walk through the hood in these tight slacks, these shiny shoes, this dress shirt, and this tie with a violin case.
Not a good look, right?
You kidding me? You kidding me? So there was like violin or percussion. I didn't even know what percussion meant. But it wasn't something that you had to carry from and to school, so we went with that. Following day, got into the room, there was drums. never touched drums, never touched a musical instrument. The teacher sat down, said, let me see who can play this beat, who can play this rhythm. He played the rhythm, I played the rhythm. Went around the class. Played another rhythm, I played another rhythm. The same thing he did, I did. So with drums, it's all about coordination. Both hands are doing something different, both feet are doing something different. So at that moment, I discovered I had something. And once I realized that I had something in that, I just stuck to it. Fell in love with it. Fell in love with music, fell in love with drums. That turned into production. Drums and production goes hand in hand, and the rest was history. And just moving along, as I know, time is short, valuable here. So I want to get to the key points. Music saved my life. A lot of people that I grew up with, a lot of people that inspired me and motivated me and I thought was really doing it, wasn't really doing it, but I thought they was doing it, are not here to even share their stories. Some are locked up, some are dead, some are in jail, some looking crazy. And mind you, these are the people that stood on the corners that I wanted to be like, but mama said, no, you don't get on that corner, we're gonna go to church. You're gonna go to school, play that instrument, you're gonna go to church and play that instrument. And like I said, I was laughed at coming up. I was a church boy. Church boy. You going to church? We about to go to the club, we about to go to this party. You about to go to church again? And 18 years, 19 years later, man, it's like the church boy is no longer the laughing pot, the laughing individual. I'm that guy that's hanging out with the people you trying to look like. I'm the guy that's working with all of the people you want to be like. These are my friends, these are my colleagues. So that's the story in a nutshell in regards to me growing up and how it all came together. And what it took was a lot of hard work, a lot of dedication, people telling me no, people telling me that I wasn't great. And I took that information that they gave me, I digested that information they gave me, and I turned it into something positive, and I used it as motivation to keep pushing. And this is why, I'm 30, I'm gonna be 30, how old are you, baby? Be 39 years old. See, shit different when you get older. I'm gonna be 39 years old next Thursday. And I'm here, 19 years in the game, blessed to tour with Trey songs all over the world for 13 years, produced for over 90 artists, as you mentioned, and I'm still going, still pushing, and just now in a different space where it's not really about me. I'm at a point where it's not about me, it's about opening the doors and letting each and every single one of y'all kings and queens that's out here in the game, because there's people that standing in front of the doors that got the key, that know you got the gift and the talents that God will bless you with, but don't want to let you in the door.
I'm telling you.
So I'm like I want to be like the gatekeeper. I want to be the doorkeeper that say, oh man, I see that talent, I see that gift you got, I see you can spit, I can see you can sing, I see you can paint, I see you can cut hair. Come in here, because there's enough money for everybody. Ain't nobody got to hate on nobody. You ain't got to be mad at the next person. You're great, you're great, you're great, you're great. I can't do what you do. That's your gift. So don't worry about my gift. Don't try to be like me and try to tap into my gift. Tap into yours and be great in your area, and I'll be great in mine. You understand what I'm saying? So that's my story in my show.
And you had 3 favorite books that you named. As a Man Thinketh.
Did a little research on me.
Yeah, I did. I stalked you. I'm trying to tell you.
Think you grow rich as a man think, or as a woman think, and the richest man in Babylon.
So what I want to know. Okay,
I
go
got
ahead.
it finished.
Go ahead.
The principles in those books is why Rick Ross is doing everything that he's doing. And I can do anything that I want to do, but I'm not running for president. And if you think they won't put a dummy inside the president, look who we got right now.
Uh-oh. Do you see this man over here in the audience?
Listen, my mind's so bad. My mind's so bad, I forget what happened yesterday, right? That dude forget what happened 5 minutes ago. I love it. Guess what I watch on TV? Guess what I watch? The only time I turn the TV on, guess what I'm watching?
The impeachment.
CNN. No, this was before impeachment. CNN. When I'm in a hotel room, I get to turn on CNN. Because when I'm in LA, I don't get to watch TV at all. No CNN, no nothing. So when I'm on the road, I'm like, ooh, I get to go to the movies. I turn on Donald Trump. Oh my goodness, what did he do today? He forgot his grandmother's name.
I don't see it. It's fake news, right?
Huh? It's fake news?
It's fake news.
It might be.
You gotta stop watching CNN. That's
but if it's fake news, all of it's fake.
But I'm saying you got.
So if you say one is fake, the other one's fake
too.
too.
You got 97% of the media talking negative against you. Of course, that's gonna be the percentage. perception of what everybody in here is going to have.
You're absolutely correct. But that's in everything we do. Why you got on that jacket?
I'm a Bulls fan.
Huh? Yeah, why you a Bulls fan though?
Michael Jordan.
What did Michael Jordan do for you? He bought penitentiaries, you buy his stuff, and he buy penitentiaries with your money and lock your brother up. Hey, if I say something about one of y'all partners,
We warming up now.
can I say something though? Let me say something though. Let me say something. Hold up. Let me say something though. Just for the record, if I say something about one of y'all homeboys that never come to the hood, I ain't trying to disrespect him. I'm just calling it the way I see it.
The way it is.
That's all I do. That's right. Hit me in the mouth if you want to. I'm gonna go get some more. And I guarantee you, I ain't gonna let neither one of my homeboys kill you, no matter how bad they want to. Even if they beg me to kill you, I'm gonna say no. I'm going to say, let him walk the streets. Let him get his paper. Wow. My brother. I don't care if he stole my name.
I want to get into that.
He's in New York. I'm on one.
Y'all are some instigators. Cut it out.
Don't go there. I will go there. I don't care. They don't pay my bills. I got a book that all the hustlers all across America been buying and don't nobody know about it. See, they ain't gonna know until Oprah say it's okay.
See that? He's talking this.
Come on, man.
Oh man, I'm having a great time.
And tomorrow, I'm walking in the ring, Showtime Live. I'm gonna be holding the champ's belt. My man.
Yes.
Stephen Fulton reached out and grabbed the brother. He read my what they call it my obituary. He read my obituary. Y'all didn't even know I had an obituary already.
That's when you died.
LA Times wrote it. LA Magazine wrote my obituary.
Well, let's talk about it. For those of the people who don't know about that obituary, can we have quiet, please?
Hey, you know this thing? Hey, y'all, guess what? This going viral. This gonna go viral tomorrow.
Make it go viral.
There's so many shades we thought I had a lazy eye.
Make it go viral. You said you ain't want to go there. Since you said something about somebody with your name, I'm just gonna ask you a question.
He's performing at the
Harlem Apollo right now.
At the Apollo right now. He didn't call me, ask me if I want to go.
Wow.
You know he know I'm in town. You know, you think he don't know I'm in town? I've been K-Slade, Jim Nord, Karen Hardy, all the boxing channels all around the world seeing this, so he know I'm here.
Why is it? I wonder, like, what is it that why he's avoiding you? Because you had the conversation when he was supposed to.
I pulled the wool off of his head, and his boss said, "Don't like that guy."
I have a question. You said that, and I don't know. I'm just saying what I've heard. You said that he didn't sell or do any of those things that he talks about in his music.
Oh, of course not. Wait a minute. Hold on. What I like is science.
Let's talk about it.
Science. Everybody here believe in science, like 1 and 1 is 2? Yeah. Okay, let's do some math. He graduated from high school at what age? 18, 19. We can fluctuate a year or 2 on that. Okay? He was a correctional officer how many years? 2 years. So that would put him at 21. At 24, he was making records. So you mean in the time from being a correctional officer to the time he started cutting records, he came up and was able to sell 300 kilos. And
what if he met the connect being the CO?
Who he gonna sell it to?
No, I'm just saying, like, what if he met the connect? That could be a justification, like,
It could be.
Connect.
And I would agree. Or you could go into jail and you can meet some great connections. I met Leo Santiago in jail. But guess what? If they bring all that dope over here to you, who you gonna sell it to? You have to have people that you sell it to. People who are already buying kilos of cocaine are not gonna buy kilos from somebody who was a correctional officer. Who come up one day all of a sudden and say, I got 300 kilos. You're gonna be like, yeah, where you get them from? FBI? I see you like confrontation.
Understanding communication.
I ain't mad. But I see you like some of them people.
Nah, I don't like them. I don't know nobody to like them. I'm just listening. I'm trying to make sense of it too.
You gotta like them. You wearing their clothes. They tell you how to dress.
They tell me how to dress. I woke up this morning and decided to throw this on.
You just put on the Air Jordans, not because Air Jordans is cool and everybody wear Air Jordans, and they put Air Jordan commercial on the TV and say, oh, dude, well, listen, you gonna jump like Mike, you look like Mike, you cool like Mike.
I mean, the same reason why you got the Nike Air Max.
One of my partners bought these for me. Will the man that bought these please stand up?
So, Amadeus, if I could bring the conversation back towards you. When it comes to producing, right? When you go to put a beat together, like how do you do that? Like how do you know how to select the music for the artist? Like how do you put that together? Is it something that you have to study? Can you just come with something that's totally left? Like how do you know and feel confident enough to present it that they're gonna just
it took a lot of beat making, put it like that. Like I've had hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of beats that people didn't like. You know, so at that point, and I'm talking about, you know, like I said, about 18 years ago, so I'm talking about like you just hearing no and no and no and no and nah, it ain't it, you need this machine, you need that, you need to buy this, you know, change the drums ain't knocking hard enough. So, but I didn't take that as hating, you know, and I think that's the challenge that I think we all deal with in life, where someone critique your work or someone kind of advise you on what you can do to become better, you look at it as, oh, they don't know what they're talking about.
Right.
So instead of taking that position, I took the position of, okay, you know, you're sitting behind the desk, you're cutting the checks, you're working with the artist that I want to work with, I'm going to take your advice. And I'm glad I did, because once I did that and humbled myself and put my pride and ego to the side and really got in and dug in musically, you know, changes started to happen. In regards to my process, I do what I want to do. You know, I create what I want to create. I create how I feel. I'm an emotional musician. You know, so if I'm pissed that day, that's the type of beat you're gonna hear. If I'm feeling sexy and I got the candles lit and I got a little silk robe on, I'm gonna make some shit that, you know, Trey Songz, Chris Brown, you know, or sing. If I'm pissed off and, you know, my brother came back from school and he had my jeans on, then I might make some shit for like 50 a Cam. You know what I'm saying? So it depends on how it is, and I always created that way, and I feel that like that's why I'm still here. You know, a lot of producers will come in and have a sound, or artists as well will come in and have a sound that's not so much them authentically. They're you know, kind of being influenced by the sound that's working or that the radio is promoting, and try to create that way. And you know, a lot of them don't exist. So the fact that I'm still here 18 years later, still relevant, still working with all of the you know, major and amazing artists that are out, is just because of the fact that I do what I want to do. And that's the advice I would give to every creative person out there, whether you're artist, musician, songwriter, you know, whatever your creative thing is, just be you, do you. Like everybody is unique in their own way. You know, there's no you, there's no Freeway, there's no Amadeus, there's no All-Stars. Like, you're your own person, you're your own identity, and that's what's special about you. So once you own that and appreciate that and be confident within yourself, at that point you can then share your gift with the world. If you don't love you, if you're not a fan of you, then you're not ready to share your gift with the world, man, because you're going to share your gift with the world and they're going, you know, chew you up, eat you, and spit you out, man, because that's how it is. You could be hot one day, have a record, everybody is wanting to get a feature with you, everybody want to be on stage, everybody want be all in the videos, and once that heat dies down and somebody else comes up and it's hotter, they're gonna jump ship and they're gonna rock with that person. So do you, be authentic, be real. Everybody's not gonna like you. You know, I love Jay-Z, I love Beyonce. They sold, you know, tens of millions of records, but there's still millions of people that never bought their albums. And it didn't stop them from being great. You understand what I'm saying? So appreciate those who ride with you and respect your gift and love it and support you. Roll with that, and whoever don't matter.
What's your thoughts on that?
I want to say something to y'all too. I want y'all to know something, that don't take it the way I'm acting up here like I'm being cocky or I'm better than somebody. Nothing. You know, if one of them dudes win the Super Bowl, y'all ain't gonna mind him jumping around and doing his little dance, hard on the field. He ain't getting nothing but caught a ball. I'm celebrating right now. And just so happened I'm in New York, and I'm hoping I can celebrate with y'all. You know what I'm saying?
Freeway!
I just took over the cannabis industry. You know how fucking big that is for us as a people? They say California alone is $58 billion. A black man that never tap danced for nobody in the whole world. Went to court, got his life sentence, took it on the chin. If he'd had to stay there, he'd have been there right now. Taught himself to read and write while he was in prison. Got so good at doing the law, he saw an error, and his Harvard Law School attorney missed.
Which was the career criminal?
Continuous criminal spree.
Let's talk about that. Please.
I would like to go where I was going. Y'all mind? Did y'all feel me where I was going?
All right, keep going.
Take over.
I come here to educate. I didn't come here to kick the bobo. I don't kick the bobo.
Right.
Fuck the bobo. The bobo got us fucked up sleeping in the streets right now.
I'm gonna say that's influential. My daughter loves to read, right? And I keep on telling her, keep on reading.
You gotta read. I read over 300 books when I was gone. And see, I didn't read about pimping Jim and pumping because I grew up on Figueroa. It's the main whole drag in California. I'm cursing so much.
No, it's cool. You could take over. You could do whatever you want. Freeway, highway. I'm listening. No,
I'm sorry, but y'all got me. Y'all put me in a mood and a trance. And when I get like that, I'm gonna give it to you. That's how I
feel. Listen. I know he wanted. We gonna get. Listen. It's some stuff that I want to. Cause listen, I love the things that you say. It's so profound. Like you made a comment and you said you don't like to be mad. Like the person that told on you, you're not angry with them.
No, I'm not.
Now,
it wasn't his fault.
Okay, now
I put him in that position.
Okay, right, and that's what I want to get into. That is what I respect about you. The hair stood up on my arm yesterday. I'm gonna tell you why. He said that he's not upset with the person that told on him at all. He is accepting responsibility for his own actions because he knew what he was doing when he got into it. You even said every day you would wake up and you knew that it could be your last day. So you knew that getting into that particular game that there could be the potential that somebody could tell. So with that being said, you decided to not get upset. But my thing is this. I just want to just ask you, you could go freeway, highway, wherever you want to go with it. I just want to ask you what do you think about the Tekashi 6ix9ine? Because so many people was upset about him for snitching, and to hear you say that you're not upset, that somebody snitched on you and took so many years of your life is like really like...
Snitching go with the game. It's part of it. I mean, if you go into the cocaine game today,
yes,
and you don't know that snitching is part of that game, you're fooling yourself.
Cost of doing business.
And the snitch, you know what Mama always say, it ain't gonna be your enemy, it's gonna be them close too.
My mama used to say that.
I done seen mamas tell on sons, sons tell on daddies, daddies tell on daughters. part of the game. And if you be there 20 years, you gonna see some stuff. Excuse me. You gonna see some stuff that you wouldn't believe. It's a dirty business.
You had all of that time when you were away to reflect, to think, to read, to educate yourself on different things, right?
Yeah.
If you could go back into time, would you do anything different? Would you still have served your sentence? Would you have done anything differently?
First of all, I love the 20 years that I spent in prison.
What? I knew you was going to say that.
I embraced it
I knew you was going to
as
say
something that I had to go through. I couldn't be me if I didn't go through it. If I didn't do the 20 years in prison, I wouldn't be the guy that you see today.
I'm sitting next to what we would consider the black Scarface. Not finished. The one that died, but didn't die how you thought Scarface died. You're supposed to die when they gave him life, but he didn't. He got life when they gave him life. You better pay attention to what I'm saying, man. Now let me tell you about God, and let me tell you about maturity. And I'm not gonna lie, I gotta go pick up my kids, so I can't stay too long. Listen, tell you about God and maturity, and knowing how to appreciate moments, and knowing I gotta stand up for this, and knowing when it's not your moment. Tonight is not about me. The moment I saw my image next to him, this king of the streets image, it's not about me tonight. But God will put you in a room with people that'll inspire you that the average person wouldn't think he would inspire me. He inspired me in so many different ways, differently from how he inspired y'all. A lot of people are motivated by him saying he moved from state to state. A lot of people are motivated by him saying I was locked up for 20 years. A lot of people are motivated by the fact that he doesn't hold his tongue and speaks the real shit, right? But I'm motivated differently by him. So as I sit next to him and I speak and I listen, I'm inspired. It's like, how? This is fucking a drug kingpin. But a drug kingpin that taught himself how to read, taught himself how to write, got himself out of prison, and has one of the most successful businesses in the world. Right? I'm gonna blow your mind. You gotta listen. I'm gonna blow your mind again. Chrissy said, hey, tonight, I think it'll be really dope to have you, and Ross together. And then on one side of my mind, I'm saying, next to the king, I just make music, I just make beats. I'm gonna keep it a buck. What would you want to see, Scarface or the Backstage movie? The Backstage movie with the Jay-Z and Dame Dash. Remember the shit with Method Man? You might not even know it. You would see Scarface. But it's a moment where, like I said, it takes maturity and knowing when is your moment and when it's not your moment, and when it's not your moment, being able to push someone else and be support of it being their moment. Right. Tonight it's not about me. Say that again, Amadeus? Yeah, you got to be able to be supportive of someone else when it's their moment.
That's right.
And tonight, it's not my moment. Tonight is his moment. I'm just happy and appreciative to be able to sit next to him, right? But next to him with a different dynamic, with a different life. I was sheltered all my life. I couldn't stand and be next to the KingPin growing up. But I went and lived my life, sheltered, churched up, and he went and lived his life. Somehow, some way, we linked.
But you know what's so amazing?
You know what I'm saying? Now he said something earlier, and I believe him because he's a man of his word. Yes, sir. He said, man, you're gonna make some music together. And it goes back to what you said. I heard him, and I believed him. I gotta believe him. Look at the goddamn life he lived, goddamn it.
Right.
He's a man of his word.
Right.
So he said, we're gonna make some music, and he said something that's really rare in the business today, where he said, no, I'm gonna pay you. Because that's a problem that we deal with in the game. Where you gotta fight to get paid. You gotta fight to get producer fees, and you gotta fight to get royalties that's owed to you. And you know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta explain why you should be getting paid. And I had this conversation the other day, and I'm gonna sit back down and get back to the king. Listen, I had a conversation where somebody asked me, you know, I don't really pay for music. I never really pay for beats. So who you work with? And I'm a humble person, as you mentioned, but sometimes you gotta take your jacket off and show them your scars, baby. You gotta show them, okay, this is white, but right here I spilled ketchup right here, so I do get dirty too. You gotta take the gloves off, and I had to come out of a moment where it's like, do you know who you working with? You know who you talking to? Who they work with? Oh, they work with this person. You named one person. You named one song. I don't know. Send me your email address. Because sometimes you don't even gotta even speak. You could just let the word speak for yourself. Send me an email address. I'm gonna send you my discography. A discography is basically like a resume. It's a list of all the records that I've produced as a producer. I've been doing this shit for 19 years. Email that and said, so they did what? They gave you the beat fee because they needed you.
Right.
He said something. They needed you. I don't need you. Just being a buck. So I'm happy to be here, and like I said, this is a very monumental moment for me because of where you guys have me sitting, and I just see things visually, and that's why everything happens for a reason, man. There's a reason why I'm sitting next to this man. There's a reason why I'm hearing this story. And you never know, the books he mentioned, I saw my queen over there writing them down. She's gonna challenge me and said, but Rick said, you should read that. So instead of, being on the phone and scrolling, and I'm not saying scrolling, I'm always working, but there could be a moment where if you could just put 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes to apply yourself, because this man just said you can put $120, $25 and turn that into 300 million. I gotta turn the goddamn TV off.
I know that's right.
You know what I'm saying? So,
So I thank you guys so much for being here. We got a few more things to get into, and then we're gonna let you guys go home. We got the cypher. We got maybe 2 more performances. Where's SNS at? Icy Gang is in the building. He left? Oh man, oh. Where's Bakeman Global? Okay, we got some performances for you, and then we're gonna get out of here. But thank you guys again so much for coming. Okay, you guys are welcome to come anytime.
And thank everybody for y'all. Thank y'all for coming, man. Cause this is my first time doing the joint with a studio audience. So you're already popping, Chrissy. And I'm gonna give y'all my Instagram. Listen. I gotta get my kids, but here we're gonna do. I'm gonna make sure I dap everybody, as many people as I can dap up. We're gonna take a flick. Let's take a flick. Let's do what to do. I'm gonna give you my Instagram right now so that you have it. Take your phones out. I'm gonna teach you a trick. Take your phones out. Don't type record. Because when you type, you mess up. You press record. And when you go home, you look at the video and you type in the right information. There it is. My Instagram is AMADEUS PBM. AMADEUS PBM. Ross, you want to give me your IG?
Absolutely. Also, y'all, we got a fight tomorrow at the Barclays Center. My man, Cool Boy Steph, defending his title. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to be walking him in the ring. Y'all check him out. The kid is 17-0. It's on pay-per-view. Showtime. Showtime pay-per-view. Oh, no. I ain't going to do no fighting. I'm going to leave that up to the gladiators. Y'all check him out. Also, you can follow me at Freeway Ricky on all the social media.
Give it up for them, y'all.